Usually, like all YouTubers, I don't make videos past when the sun goes down. I only have one big window in my room that lets in all the light, but only on one side. And my room light is really rubbish, and then I've got this tiny little lamp about that big that gives off nothing at all. But now, thank you to my brother, I have this amazing light that I can't look directly into like the sun because it's so freaking bright. Bright lad, bright lad. But it means that I can make videos past when the sun goes down. I don't have to be a vampire YouTuber anymore. Yes. However, unlike most YouTubers, I can't justify investing in really expensive lights, so this lamp is doing the job for me. For the last few days, I've been watching all of the YouTube videos from channels that I'm subscribed to that I've been missing because I'm at the theatre, and I saw the lovely Mr. John Green's videos about 18 books that we probably haven't read, and I thought I would do the same. I've got a lot of books here that I've been scanning onto Goodreads recently, and there's a lot of books that I've read that haven't really got that much recognition, and I think they're great, so I thought I would share them. However, I've only got 5. I've read a lot, but not as much as Mr. John Green. The reason that I refer to John and Hank Green as Mr. John Green and Mr. Hank Green is because I've only met Hank, and only for a day when he came to see me in Les Mis, and I've only spoken to John over Twitter, and I feel really uncomfortable calling them by their first names because I feel like I haven't earned their respect at all. So it makes me feel like I'm giving them the level of respect that they deserve from someone that they don't know by calling them Mr. That may sound silly, but it makes me feel comfortable. The first book is Getting the Girl by Markus ZUSAK. ZUSAK. I'm gonna go with ZUSAK. The same writer who wrote The Book Thief, which is an amazing book, but I don't think enough people know of his book Getting the Girl, which is really, really brilliant. It's about 2 brothers who fight over one girl, and that's all I will tell you about this one. Book number 2 is Shadow Web by N.M.Brown. This is a really, really interesting concept. It's about a girl in the year 2008, which I think is when I bought this book, so it was current then, but she's trapped in a London that is long ago, but the internet is still present somehow, and it's just a very cleverly written book, and definitely relevant to this internet crazed generation that we're in. The third is called A Little Love Song by Michelle Magorian. This was one of my favourite books when I was about 14. It's set in 1943 and about one girl's self-discovery, and it's how she's living her life for the first time, free of adult restrictions. It's a real female coming-of-age story, so if you're around the ages of 13 to 17, then I really urge you to read this. The fourth book is Exchange by Paul Magras. It's like that. I don't know. This book is about a bookshop called The Great Big Book Exchange, and if you like books and if you like love stories, then you will love this book. It's been a long time since I've read it, so I can't really remember every detail. I might have to give it a second read, but I remember it just being really, really good. The fifth and final book is Lolito, written by an ex-boyfriend of mine, actually, strangely, weirdly. I'm gonna put an age restriction on this. I hate doing that because the freedom of reading and the freedom of speech and all that, but I don't want you guys to be scarred for life. Not that bad, but I just feel bad suggesting it to people who might not be quite ready for what's inside it. There's a very famous book called Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, which is definitely not to be read by anyone under the age of 18. It is about a stepfather who becomes sexually obsessed with his stepdaughter. It's wrong and weird, but apparently very well written. I've not read it, but this book kind of mirrors that in a way, but it's called Lolito because it's about a young boy who has a relationship of sorts with an older woman. That is all I'm going to say, but do not read it if you do not think you are ready for that kind of thing. I hope you enjoy them. Tom, I get asked a lot online what we were like growing up as children and whether we got on a lot or whether we fought a lot, and I think we got on pretty well during our childhood when we were living in the same house before you moved out. However, I do have some stories from our past that I think are worth sharing with our audience.